surprise Saturday tutorial. But I'm only gonna do my eyes, and only because we gotta try this. That's real spicy. Look how pretty. These are colors that I just absolutely love. Like, this is screaming at me. Screaming! Let's grab some Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas. And I think I might wait for that color. As much as I want to use it, we're going to go out to dinner, and the dress I'm going to wear is basically lime green. So I might just do some neutrals. But you know me, whenever I get a palette, I have to use it a bunch. That way we really have to see how we like it. The packaging's pretty. She's so pretty. Becky G is gorgeous. All right, where are we going here? That's me staring at the palette. I am only going to use one brush for this entire eye look, and we're going to be using the E29. You have to see how versatile this one is. Even though she's a floofer, you can see that you can actually use the side. Let me show you. So I think I'll start with this shade, and you'll notice that I'm picking the product up on the side of the brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and press this all throughout my crease. Do you see how easy that was? I also want to make sure this look is really, really simple. Just keep pressing that into the eyeshadow base. It's actually going to help set the eyeshadow base, and when you do that, your eyeshadow is actually going to last longer. So same thing over here. Really press that in. What we're doing here is we're basically just laying down our first transition, and it doesn't have to look pretty. It doesn't have to really make sense quite yet. Just really lay that color down, smooth it out, and really set your eyeshadow base. By the way, that color, beautiful, went on so smooth. Love it, love. Okay, so now we're gonna be a little bit more careful where we pick this shade up. So where I wanna pick that up is, excuse me, I am doing a tutorial, Mr. Ruckus. Him and his recycling just ruckusing around in there. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to grab this shade, but I don't want to grab it on the entire side of the brush. I want to grab it just kind of on the tip of the brush and on the side of the brush. You see that? We're going to flip that towards the ceiling. And even though this is a fluffy brush, you'll notice that you're still going to have lots of control. But once all of this is set, I really want to diffuse the edges. And if you like a really diffused look with your eyeshadows and you don't like a lot of, what's the word? Just think cut crease. If you like a very smoked out, very soft look, E29. But we're not done yet. I'm going to show you. So now I'm just going to wipe the brush off lightly on Sheila. I have a lot of new supporters, so let me explain Sheila. Sheila is my makeup towel. So believe it or not, she gets washed weekly. I wash her once a week, but she has seen quite a few makeup tutorials. So she's filthy. We're not allowed to call her just a regular towel, but when I'm saying that, it's not a microfiber towel, it's just a towel. And with these brushes, they don't absorb a lot of your product, so you can just wipe it on a towel. You don't even need microfiber, and it's dry. But we never call Sheila just a towel. In fact, one of you DM'd me and you said, I even wiped my brush on my Sheila, and I about lost it. So everybody has Sheilas now. So now I'm gonna grab this shade here, just called Light. Grab it on the side of the brush. It's so important that I show you where I'm grabbing it. And I'm gonna take it and just go ahead and press it mainly on the brow bone. And then once I have that placed, I just kind of go back and forth and tap. And this brush covers a lot of space very quickly. So you can just tap back and forth and it's pretty much smoothed out. So I'm gonna not do my foundation here because we've gotta go, I'm sorry, but just so you know, I normally don't even come on here on Saturdays. I did this for you. But since I'm here, I'm gonna show you. So normally I would have foundation on, concealer, and then this is a brush that I always use to finish my looks. I like a little bit more precision sometimes in my look, so I grab the E28, which is smaller. Let me show you to compare. Wait, don't leave me. Here I am. This one's got glitters on it. Okay, but you'll see that. You'll see that this one, it's a little flatter. It's gonna have more shape. But this brush, I always use at the very end to kind of finish in here. So say I have my concealer and foundation on, this is the brush that I use to kind of soften through here. And listen, once everything is set with your eyeshadow, look how pretty that is now. Oh, I love it. But once your eyeshadow base is set, you can do very small circular motions or even a couple dragging motions just to kind of soften everything. So I was saying I use it to kind of smooth in here, and I'll even use it with powder foundation sometimes to really melt it into the foundation that I have on. Even if I'm not wearing a powder foundation, I'll use that to kind of smooth through here and then through here. Just imagine it melting that into all of your foundation. It makes such a difference. And the softness of this brush really smooths everything. Now today I'm even going to smooth across here some more. But I also want you to know that I'm holding the brush very far back. That means I'm going to have the lightest pressure. The farther up you hold something, the more pressure you're going to have. You see how that is so different? It makes such a difference. Even where you hold the brush makes a difference. So I hope that that helps. A little extra eyeshadow tip for you. But I just want you to know that these brushes, they're so soft, they're not going to disturb it the way other eyeshadow brushes that I've used in the past have. But I still like to hold it very far back because I want a very, very light touch. Okay, so I am going to use this, but I'm going to use it on my bottom lash line. For my lid color, I'm going to use this. So I'm going to grab it on the side of the brush. Again, it's so universal. Let's just grab it. But remember, always with shimmers, I load up my brush a little extra. That's nice. Before I apply that, I just want to make sure I have eyeshadow base here. Just make sure it's a little extra damp. That way this has something to really grab onto. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab this, and then I'm going to press it and I'm going to pull it. So press and pull. And don't be afraid to really load up on the shimmer. It's pretty. I like it together. All right, let's just continue building that up on the lid. Pretty. Okay, so I grabbed this M Cosmetics liquid liner. And lately I have just been into kind of just creating an extra lash. It's so pretty once you get your lashes on. And you'll notice that it's not even a complete wing. It's just kind of a little extension. I went ahead and grabbed these House of Lashes, Patrick Ta, It's a Look. And these are also from House of Lashes. Ooh, look at that. Very spicy lifted eye. And then what I'm doing here is just really pressing them into my natural lashes, but they're technically still on the skin. I have a tutorial on IGTV. And the reason that you haven't seen me do the viral lash hack where he puts it here and then clamps it underneath here, that's just not my thing. I also don't think that's really good for everyday wear. I wear lashes almost every single day. That can start breakage. It's just easier to find a very small lash band, besides the ones that he used were very small, and just clamp them down. Honestly, I mean, that looks pretty good in the front. So that's very difficult and also not great on the lashes and not great for every day. I try to make sure that I do so many different trends and the viral hacks, but there's some that if you're not seeing me do it, it's probably not good for everyday wear. So I was asked a lot to do that one. So if you're wondering why I didn't, it's not something that's really great for every day. And I guess some makeup isn't great for every day, but it's not good for your lashes. That's what I should say. Your lashes could be damaged, your natural lashes. So that's why it doesn't quite wash off. I lied. My skin's looking pretty spicy, and I just want to try this powder foundation that I just bought. It's from Bare Minerals. It's their Bake Pro 16-hour skin perfecting powder foundation. Yeah, I'm not labeling all that. Okay, so I just put a little bit, I'm talking a little bit underneath my eye. I'm not even gonna use concealer. I just wanna do a light wash of this. That looks really good. So the brush I'm using is a prototype. but I'm only gonna use this underneath my eyes. I'm gonna put a little extra underneath here. I barely put any. Look how pretty. Ooh, y'all. No concealer, just the powder. That looks amazing. Let's do it over here. Wow. Oh. And y'all, my under eye doesn't look like the Sahara. Now remember, I do have niacinamide serum on. I have my Glow recipe. I always use this or some type of niacinamide serum as primer, but that looks beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm gonna switch to a C41. If you don't have it, it's almost gone. Sorry to be blunt, but Vanessa Myricks, she sold this one out. So if you don't have it, go grab it right now. I'm not sure it's gonna last even a couple more days. That looks really pretty. I'm kind of speechless. We might have to put this in the new phase of powder foundations. And I just feel like it's not taking away the glowiness and the luminosity in my skin. I love it. Okay, I'm excited. This is so pretty. The color is perfect too. This one had so much pink in it. That's what kind of drew me in. I love it. I get so excited for new makeup that I love. So you do get to see how I finish it. I'm gonna grab the powder foundation and I'm just gonna kind of finish over here. Remember, we can do the small circular motions, and sometimes I even take it around my brows with this. It's really, really great for finishing looks. And look how melted and pretty that looks now. I love it. Finishing brush, you need it. Okay, so I'm feeling kind of fancy, and I'm still trying to convince myself that I absolutely love NARS bronzers. To me, it's just, they never did it for me, so I'm just trying it out. We're gonna grab that on a C40, and we're just gonna start to bronze it up, add some warmth. That does look like a very natural bronze though, because it has a little bit of the red. It looks pretty natural. Maybe I do like it. Maybe I was just not vibing with it at the time. I'm not gonna say it's my new favorite or we all need to run out and buy it, but let's just test it out. We definitely know we love the LA Girl one. Okay, so I bought the powder foundation from Bare Minerals, but this was sent to me and it's called Blonzer. Ben, do you hear that?
Yes.
Word combination like we always do.
Bronzer and blush.
Yes, it's bronzer and blush, so it's Blonzer. I love it. I'm just gonna grab it with my C40 that I absolutely lost in the brush pile. Let's grab, I don't know how much to grab. Let's grab that much and we're just gonna apply it a little bit above. I grabbed such a tiny amount, so don't think that it's not, oh, it's pretty. I didn't want you to think that it wasn't showing up. I'm just afraid of it because I don't want to have to redo anything. It looks like summer sun. Ooh. I'm gonna put it across my nose. The sun would naturally hit there. And the chin. Oh, and it's luminous. It's pretty. By the way, this one's going pretty fast too. The bronzer. So, if you've been thinking about it, get your C40. Get your C40. I'm gonna grab this Beauty Creations. This is one of their gel pencils and it's the shade Shamrock. And I'm just gonna run that along my waterline. That's pretty. I like it because it's not too bright. It's just like a nice whisper. All right, let's bring it out of the waterline. Nice. I'm gonna grab an E27 and we're gonna go into this shade and it's gonna brighten it. But make sure that you're pressing. That's fun. And the reason I say to press is that if we were to swipe back and forth, it would fluff shadow into our eye. And we don't want that because that's one of the reasons our eyes start to water. Okay, I thought I was going to really like this nude, but I absolutely love it. It's literally my lip color, but amplified. And I absolutely love it. Let me find a lip liner. It's absolutely stunning. I am so excited. I know it's pricey, and I love it. And this one is gonna be hard to dupe, but I'm gonna dupe it. You already know. I'm gonna try it with this Mario lip liner. I need to dupe this color too. This is the shade Lauren. I'll find us a dupe. But I do love this formula. So if you're wondering if this is worth it, absolutely. Okay, I messed up a little bit there. No worries. Most of makeup is just knowing how to fix things. So I'm gonna grab my C30, and I don't even have anything on here. Just do that, and then I pinch it. So much better. And then I always go around my lip line with the C31. And you could do this with the powder foundation, but I'm not even gonna worry about it. And I just really clean up the lip line. I love cleaning up my lip line. Now, do I have time to fix my hair? No. No, I do not. I must go. Onward. That's where we're at today. All right, I'm gonna go get dressed because we really need to go. Okay. Ding dong, and the world goes into chaos. Well, Douglas's world. I love you all so much. I'm excited to do all of this makeup, use all of this makeup, put it on my face. I've got more stuff that I want to show you, but like I said, I gotta go. I love you all. I love you all so much. And I will see y'all in the comments in tomorrow's post.